This video is about forks, and the current position is white to move. Try to find the best sequence in this position and write down your answer. You may stop the video now. Were you able to spot the continuation in this position? So here we're looking into forks, right? So we have to always keep our checklist, and it checks, captures, attacks. And remember that the forks mean that it's one of your pieces attacking two pieces, maybe of higher value, or they're just away from each other, they cannot defend themselves. So in this position, we have to look for any checks in the position. Actually, the only check that we have in the position is bishop f5 check. In this case, we're giving a check to the king, and at the same time, we're attacking the knight here on g4. So they wouldn't really give a rook a higher value piece in this case. So they would probably just move the king away, and then we would just be able to grab the knight, and it's just a free knight. We're up a minor piece in this position. The current position is white to move. Try to find the best sequence in this position and write down your answer. You may stop the video now. Were you able to spot the continuation in this position? So here we're also keeping in mind that we want to fork some pieces, right? So we have to look into any checks, captures, attacks. Do we have any checks in this position? Nothing can look at the king really, so we don't have any checks in the current position. So next up, we have any captures. Do we have any captures in the position? Nothing by the knight, nothing by the rooks. So we actually have something by the bishop, and we're looking at the c6 pawn here. Is that pretty good? Well, first of all, that's a free pawn, but also it comes with a fork, because once we're able to grab this pawn, now we're attacking two higher value pieces, both rooks. So in this position, they would probably have to move the rooks or not do anything about it, because they're going to lose one of the rooks anyway. So here, after, let's say they make a move, we can just grab a rook here and be up the exchange. The current position is white to move. Try to find the best sequence in this position and write down your answer. You may stop the video now. Were you able to spot the continuation in this position? So here we have to keep in mind still the forks, right? So we have any checks, captures, attacks, any checks that we have in the position. Not really, they're double pawns here, we cannot just grab anything. Any captures in the position? We can grab a pawn here, that's pretty much it. And then any attacks, and the attacks also come with threats, any threats that we have in the position. Here we actually have an attack and a threat here in this position, which would just be finding the move b4. b4 actually forks two pieces with a pawn. So in this case, we're not using a minor piece or a heavy piece to fork two pieces, but we're actually using the weakest piece on the board, the pawns, to actually fork the two minor pieces here. A continuation would probably go like bishop just grabbing the pawn, because they're about to lose one of the minor pieces anyway, so might as well just get something back in return, right? So they would just capture back, and then they would just capture with the queen, and then here we would be trading two pawns for a minor piece, and we have a pretty good advantage over the black pieces.